Oh, excuse me. Hello, Pisces. This is your reading for October 22. Yeah, welcome to my channel, Synchronous Tarot. We have the Archangel Zadkiel to support us with your reading today. Zadkiel came through today, so we'll just connect for the reading with Zadkiel now. Archangel Zadkiel will help you find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame and evoke Zadkiel to help you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. You are blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you are ready to walk the path of light. And the affirmation is, I am cleansed within the violet flame. So Pisces, if you're having any troubles at the moment with relationships of any sort, up the school, at work, with your lover, with your family, anything at all, visualise this beautiful violet flame, put everybody involved in your struggle into the flame, and imagine this really healing flame helping you all to see what the best thing to do is and to garner feelings of forgiveness and love for the situation. You may not be feeling that at all, I do understand, it's very difficult, but it actually makes it easier than trying to mentally try and work out who should be doing what, and that sort of never-ending churning over. It actually kind of speaks straight to the subconscious, because what we all really, really want is a loving solution to a situation, so we are no longer bound to it and dragged down by it, and we can go on with our lives. Okay, so use the violet flame, Pisces, for any strife you have at the moment. That's the message, and Zadkiel will support your reading today. So yes, thank you, Zadkiel. Okay, let's get going with October's reading. So we're going to have, and let's just connect Zadkiel to the cards. Thank you. This is the Rider-Waite Radiant deck we're going to use first. We're going to look at the overall energy of October for Pisces, what to let go of, what to embrace, what to let go of. Message from Spirit, challenge and growth area, and focus going forward. And then I'll be pulling some clarification cards for you from some different decks. I'll just see how I feel about which ones are best for you. Okay, let's get going for October. Oops, caught an extra card there. You can go over there. So, Zadkiel, help us start the reading. Overall energy for October for Pisces is the Page of Swords, communication. What is Pisces to embrace for October? Strength. And what is Pisces to let go of this October, please? The reversed Eight of Wands. And what's the message from Spirit? Let's just put these all up here so you can see them a bit better if you need to. Message from Spirit for Pisces this October, please. The Emperor, Aries. What is the challenge and then the growth area for Pisces, please? Zadkiel. The Chariot, that's Cancer. And focus going forward for Pisces in October is... the Nine of Wands. Actually, that was upside down. I do read reversed. I just take it as it comes with the reading. Sometimes it feels like it's got more relevance than others, so we'll just do that as we go along, really. Okay, so the overall energy for you, Pisces, is the Page of Swords. Pages are about communication. It could also be about a young man. It's a general reading, but obviously if anybody picks anything up that's quite personal, then it can be very accurate for you. But it works on all the different layers of the sort of personal to the kind of like more thematic. So, Page of Swords, yes, that's air, that's mind. I think if we've got Page of Swords, normally we are talking about messages, we're talking about communication, we're probably talking about how we communicate with other people, or how we are being communicated with at the moment. What you're embracing is strength, okay? This is willpower, but it's more than that, really. It's really getting a hold of how you manage yourself to your very best. So the lady is, so it's sort of, it's the mastery of the mind over the urges of the body, I suppose. That's kind of in its most basic form. But it's also kind of how we live as spirit in our body, and how we interact with our spiritual life, our consciousness, with being on the ground and material. How we manage ourselves, and if we've got any projects to do, you know, this is a time to actually really kind of knuckle down and do them and get a hold of yourself and your life. I mean, it's a very positive card. It's full of orange and yellow, so it's really positive. It's embracing all the positive stuff. It's sort of like getting going with things. If you are looking at relationships, we are talking about the possibility of a Leo coming into your life. Eights are about attainment as a number. So if we're looking at what to embrace, you're looking at what you want this month, okay? And you're looking at getting it. So whether that be a person, a job, or, you know, nailing a creative project, or whatever it is that you want, then you must embrace the strength to do it. And if there is a Leo person around, that may involve them too. So you will know which Leos are around in your life and whether that means anything. So letting go, I think there's a sort of Eight of Wands. That's about swift movement. So it could be that plans are a little bit stalled, maybe. But I think what you've got to let go of is worrying about it. I think with this upside down eight, or any Eight of Wands in the let go position, is about sort of letting things happen, letting the arrows land. Don't interfere with it. Whatever is in process, let it be in process without you interfering with it too much, Pisces, okay? Don't stress about it. Just, you put the arrows in flight, they're flying, they're going to land when they're going to land, okay? So you've let go of them, you let them go now. You literally let them go. I get the feeling with this reading that you have put a number of things into action, and it's now time to see where things settle to some extent. Okay, and it may be with that strength card that there isn't a need to overcome the need to interfere, actually. So whatever it is that you have, you're struggling with, it might be some anxiety about kind of having to control things to some extent. You will find a way of dealing with it that works for you, without a doubt, with that eight, with that strength card, about attaining what you need. And perhaps there's a warning about just being careful about how you communicate with people around what you're doing. Message from Spirit is very clear. It's the Emperor here. So whatever you're doing, I think, well, it's Aries, so that may apply to you. There may be an Aries person in your life. It might be Spirit telling you it's time to talk to that person. It's time to have something to do with them. It's a very positive spirit. Anyway, we will clarify. But it's a major arcana again. It's in the spiritual position. It's a message from Spirit. I would say that this is telling you to be the emperor of your domain. at the moment, okay? So if you, whilst I'm saying don't take control, that can be about just bits and pieces. I think in fact delegate, perhaps delegate, so you're not constantly fiddling around and trying to kind of solve all the little problems. It looks like you need to be up on the throne making decisions rather than sort of running around doing all the bits and pieces. Or leaving the nuts and bolts to others might be, because you've got some big cards here, so I think it's time for some big thinking. So that's the 4 as well. So that's number 4 is about stability. So I think it's sort of about feeling comfortable and stable on your throne, wherever that may be, in your kitchen, in your job, in your living room, in your studio. It's about your domain and you owning it. Again, yeah, there is a bit of a warning about communication. So if you are in the need to take control, then make sure you're doing it in a nice way. Okay. Growth area. Yeah, okay, so we've got the Chariot in the challenge and growth area this October. So the Chariot is about movement, it's about attainment, it's about achievement, it's about getting hold of the reins to some extent. Again, you've got this Emperor, you've got the Chariot, you're getting hold of the reins. I think maybe whatever you are doing at the moment, there is a bit of a, you've got Strength, Emperor, Chariot. These are really powerful cards. So it's either asking you to step up to this position of making sure everybody knows that you know what you're doing and that they need to listen to you, or there could be a little bit of a warning that you're already doing that, and perhaps it's time to just make sure that you're doing that in a way that is conducive to things working well with other people, that you're not treading on too many toes, etc. There's a kind of, yeah, you need to be in control, but just making sure that you're communicating clearly and you're not getting angry. Strength can be about anger, actually. So maybe a little bit of a warning as they're all coming together. It's such a powerful 3 cards in terms of strength and power, that you don't overdo it and that you communicate in a compassionate and clear way to people that you're working with, or to who you're living with, or who you're in a project with of any sort, really. And I think focus going forward is that the hard works, but 9 of Wands, okay? Now we've got reversed here. Nines are about, so we've got attainment. You're getting towards the point of completion here. You're getting towards the point of completion with the 9. And it's an active card. It's about doing. So there is action that needs to be taken. You could feel like you're at the end of October or during October, that it's that last uphill struggle to achieve a particular goal. This can, I'm going to clarify in a minute. Let's do some clarifying cards because it's very strong, but it's not massively clear at the moment. So what will we clarify with? Do we need? I think maybe. Yes, the Anima Mundi Tarot. So let's have a little bit more for Pisces about that Page of Swords. Anything coming from the Page of Swords, please? Let's cut the pack. The overall energy. Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah, lovely. So I think what that's saying is, it is about communication and it's about really being very compassionate. I think there's going to be a need to really kind of... You've got these very male, strong cards here. Whether you're male or female is irrelevant. It's just to do with male and female energy. Or, yeah. So, Queen of Cups is about being really nurturing and compassionate and empathic. So there's something about being able to communicate in that way. So that's a very clear sign that actually you've got some strong work to do with people, and it's really important that you do it with a really loving, compassionate attitude. Okay, otherwise you could end up in some arguments. Strength is great, but it can be, it can border on aggression. Okay, but that's, I think if you take in, whenever, if you've got any kind of difficult conversations to have, just keep Queen of Cups in your mind. What's the most compassionate way of looking at this? How is it for this other person at the moment? Can I take in any factors in their life that I know about that might be causing them to behave in a particularly difficult way? You know, just taking a step back when you're having communication with people. You're still going to achieve what you need to achieve. You're still going to be able to have to say what you've got to say, but it's all how you say it this month. Okay, that's lovely. All right, let's have, that just came out for the what to embrace. Yeah, okay, so we've got the 9 of Swords. This is the Anima Mundi. That's a bird of prey. That may have some significance to your dreams, or if you know it, if you're connected to a spirit animal at the moment, do take it on board. So the 9 of Swords, it's about sort of the dark night of the soul at its worst. But I think with here, what we're doing is exploring what to embrace. So what you're embracing is your strength. But what there's a little bit of a warning is about is that perhaps you're not really that comfortable with it, Pisces, because you know, you are probably more comfortable with stuff like the Queen of Cups, and it may well be making you feel uncomfortable to have to put yourself in the boss role here, whatever that boss role is going to be. It's like working out how you're going to do it without sort of falling apart. I think that might be the, because we are talking about Pisceans who are, you know, just not saying that they don't have, Piscean people don't have authority, but it can be very sort of emotional and changeable as to how they sort of view things and go about things. So I think let's just pull another card for that, actually. So keep your lovely, empathic, deep understanding. Don't veer from one thing to another. Just keep that as the focus of communication. Okay, what else have we got for embracing? How can we follow on from that? Oh, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. That's lovely. Oh, hang on, that's a bit close, isn't it? So we have a squirrel here. So there's a kind of sense, pages, again, about communication. So being, this is about sort of earthly, this is about kind of material stuff. So it's kind of keeping your feet on the ground, really. Not getting too far ahead of yourself, and just listening, I think, you know, just kind of making sure that, again, the communication is pleasant and you're clear. Pentacles are about material stuff, so this is definitely about like achieving some kind of project, you know. It's sort of saying, well, you know, don't get too bogged down, just kind of be yourself and communicate in a really nice, personable way. Let's have another one of those, actually. I think I might... shall we have another one? Yeah, let's have another one of the... What to embrace? What journey are we on here with that Strength card? Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got success here. I mean, I would have thought so if you've got the Strength card and what to embrace. A little bit of a journey with it. But whatever you've set out to do here, and it's looking very much in the material realm at the moment, you are going to achieve it. 10 of Pentacles is about... It's about legacy. I mean, it's about creating a business, an environment, and a kind of, you know, your own little empire, really. Whether that be a home and stuff that you can leave your children, or whether it's a business, or, you know, it's working towards kind of expanding things so that you can actually be really generous with other people. So if you're looking to involve family in what you're doing, that's a good card. That's telling you that that could be a really good idea. or if you've been asked to be involved in a family business, that could also be speaking to you too. So yeah, I mean, and in itself, it's just a yes card to success. So that strength card, getting a hold of you and how you're going to do things, and any overwhelming worries about it. Okay, just don't let them overwhelm you. Be yourself. Be Queen of Cups as well as the Emperor, and I think you're going to have a successful month there. What else have we got for Pisces? So what is that? Can we expand on that message from Spirit, with the Emperor? Expanding on that message from Spirit with the Emperor. So that's Aries energy. It's fire. You've got quite a bit of fire going on. You've got Leo, Aries. Where are we? Oh, Ace of Swords. Yeah, that makes sense. So it might be, so we've got Ace of Swords, which is like a fresh mental approach. So it's like really thinking, you know, I need to do this differently. So it might mean that you need to kind of like swap how you do things, or look to the Emperor, look to the authoritative aspect, not the authoritarian. So for you Pisces, it might be difficult. It might not. I don't know. It all depends on what other kind of stuff, placements you've got in your chart. But on the whole, if one, excuse me, is an emotional, as a water sign, I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio. Sometimes I'm really good at being in charge. Other times I just fall to pieces and I can't do it, and there's all sorts of problems. So you're looking to be clear-headed. You're looking to really understand what it is that you're giving and that you're good at. And it's very important to have a sort of like a change of perspective, a really fresh change of perspective about how you deal with your domain, what you know about, and how you need to execute things that you need to do in your life with some authority. Okay, fresh approach. Swords are psychological, aces are new, fresh approach. Okay, so then we've got the challenge and growth area for October for Pisces. And what are you giving us, Anima Mundi? Shall we cut the pack? Okay, I'm leaping out. So what's that Chariot about? So we're certainly getting hold of the reins, we're going forward. It's a challenge position though, so... okay, 7 of Cups. So here, different deck from the Rider-Waite. This is very sea-based, this card. It's really sweet. It's got deep sea life with cups, it's emotions. So it's about choices, essentially, very essentially. I mean, so if this is in the challenge card, you don't go racing toward... There could be... You've got a number of options. You're going to need to think them through really carefully. I think that's what that Ace of Swords is about. You're going to have drive, that's for sure. You've got the Strength card and you've got the Chariot. So what the concern might be is that you may go racing off in this direction and then see something else and be offered something else, and then go racing off in that. And then, as you know, sometimes we've just got a lot of choices and it's really hard to make a decision. So just be really wary of that and just be really clear. I think with that Ace of Swords, you're looking at really honing it down to the one thing as quickly as you possibly can. So let's see if we can get a little bit more advice on that, because that leaves it a bit open, doesn't it? So you've got the drive. The opportunities are going to be there, but they may overwhelm you a little bit, and you want to make sure that you nail the right one. Okay, so you've got 4 of Cups. So there might be a feeling of A feeling of boredom is coming in. I'm not quite sure how that relates to the choices. It might just mean that you don't you to pick the most exciting one. Let's see. Let's see. Fours are about stability, so it might be about picking the most stable, safe option. But it certainly is going to be about kind of assessing these options so that you can hone them down to the one that you need. Because I'm pretty sure if you've got the Ace of Swords there, you are talking about getting right, nailing it, getting right down to the core of what it is that you need to do. Okay, so can we have some more information on the challenge and growth area? We've got drive, we've got choices, we've got coasting as well, really, I suppose. Yeah, so what else? What else? What else? What else? What else, please? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it might be that if there's a woman around who you feel is very trustworthy and down to earth and nurturing, this could have something to do with either your approach to things, or there might be somebody in the frame who can help you. So if you're looking at making a choice, then think of if there's someone around who's female, maybe it doesn't have to be about age, but somebody who's very kind of organised, homely, nurturing, creative, but very sort of very trustworthy, loyal and nurturing. If you get that vibe off somebody, then maybe just have a little bit of a think about that. Could be one of the options that is worth checking out for you. Okay, just bear that in mind, that Queen of Pentacles energy there. Okay, so it might help you make a decision, that Queen of Pentacles. It is a decision-making process that essentially you just got to be careful that you don't waste your time with too many different ideas, really, because you don't want to waste all that fantastic energy that's coming up for you in October. Right. Okay, so going forward, we've got that Nine of Wands. So can we have some more information on that Nine of Wands? What's this? Okay, so we've got Three of Swords. So threes are about creativity, but they're also about a bit of pain. So I think maybe focus going forward for October might be that you just need to kind of resolve some personal painful things that are going on for yourself, because it might actually be blocking some of your material progress in life. And we do have that Nine of Swords, which is sort of sitting in between all the drive and success. So yeah, again, we've got a kind of Three of Swords. They're both like quite painful cards, you know, emotion, thinking things through, being weighed down by past or current pain that does need resolving. I don't think, let's just do another, it's a really, really successful spread. There's a lot going on for you. There's a lot to go forward with. Let's just have a little bit more on that. I'm just with that 9, it's the last push. And then you've got the Three of Swords, which is sort of, you know, possibly a little bit of a thorn in the side of your progress. And then we've got the Ten of Swords. Right, that's interesting, because something needs to end for you, Pisces, for you to create a really successful way forward with your plans. Let's have a little bit more. I think actually I'm going to go to the Osho Zen, because this is turning out to be quite a deep reading for you, Pisces. Some of them are a little bit more bish bash bosh. It's only 1 month, but we do have, at the end of October, there is a solar eclipse in Scorpio. So things like Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords and Three of Swords, that's going to be very sort of transformative. It's quite sort of scorpionic. It's a bit harsh. But do do engage with the fact that on the around, I think it is the 25th of October, there is a solar eclipse in Scorpio, so that will be really bringing forth transformational situations, which, you know, they need to happen, but just be aware that for you this could be perhaps a little bit more potent, Pisces. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, let's see what the deeper things are going on here with this 10. Letting go. So there's something to do with letting go of pain. Okay, you may well know what it is. It may, whatever this situation is, I think it's been and gone. You're holding on to it, okay, and it is stopping you from moving forward with your life generally. So, which looks really good. It looks like there are things afoot that you want to get things going, and there's energy to do it. However, you need to let go somehow. So if that means going to see a therapist, doing some meditation, if you've already got spiritual practices, then it's a good time to pick them up if you haven't been using them. Talking to somebody, resolving a conversation. Something needs to be let go this October. And yes, just be mindful that at the end of the month, it may well blow up so that you have to let it go. But if you're actually going through this reading, just remember that at the end of the month, it will probably blow up for you. So let him go, let him go. Let's have some more on that, because it seems like that's the key there for you, because this is the focus going forward. So you have got good communication, keeping it in the heart, from the heart. You've got strength and willpower. You don't need to worry too much about plans. Let things be as they are to some extent. However, you do need a new approach to your authority, the areas in your life where you need to be authoritative. You are going to be able to do it, but you do need a fresh approach. You are galloping forward, but just be aware that you could have a number of options and not to get bamboozled by them. And to just bear in mind that something stable, yeah, I think that Four of Cups followed by the Queen of Pentacles, you're maybe looking for the most stable option there, but potentially. And then we've got going forward, we've got this letting go. So, what more can we have on letting go? Ordinariness. Okay, so some very practical, straightforward. Get out into nature, have a walk, get out on your own, go into the countryside, go into the country park, wherever you can get a bit of green space, and just make contact with nature. You're going to get the answers to this. Give it up to the universe, give it up to nature, have a chat with the trees. It really does work. It's so lovely to just to sit down on your own near a tree and have a conversation with it. I know that sounds absolutely bonkers to some people, but you will be very surprised about how you feel and what comes into your mind. It'll help you let go. It'll help all the scrabbling around, trying to work everything out. This is the thing, trying to work everything out. That's not really what our heads are for. Our heads are to help us do things like make the dinner and make sure we don't die in a fire, and get to work on time and stuff like that. They're not really for working out all of this really complex heart stuff that we have. We know that already. And then when we go into nature, that it cuts through all of the head stuff, and we get answers. And they do happen. They do happen. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested. I don't want to leave you hanging, because it kind of ended up like you're going to have some pain to get rid of. You may well know what that is. I think it's, you've even got these lovely leaves on here. I think it's something to do with nature, getting outside, getting your feet on the ground, being in the bigger picture. Probably caught up in a lot of stuff at home or at work, and you're always in the four walls. It's time to get out and expand your mind a bit. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. If you would like to know any more about that, do feel free to comment, okay? Because I have left it on. I don't like to leave it without a proper... I think there is a resolve there for you. I think it is really just connecting with nature to get the answers, actually. And yeah, if you'd like to book a reading, you can book it. My Facebook is in the details below. You can get hold of me through Facebook. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps to for me to share my readings with people globally. And if you would like the video too, that would be really great. Okay, thanks Pisces. Have a great month.